Okay, hey guys, so today we're going to learn our last structure, okay? So we've learned our simple structure, compound, complex, and this week we're going to learn compound, complex structure. Okay, so let's go through our structures real quick. We have simple. So simple is an independent clause that stands on its own, right? So it's a simple sentence. So then we have compound. Compound is with two independent clauses. So when they're independent, remember they can stand on their own, right? And so it's two independent clauses joined together by a coordinating conjunction, which is our fanboys, right? For and nor, but, or, yet, so. So two independent clauses, they can stand on their own, joined together by a coordinating conjunction or a fanboy. Now our complex sentence structure, that is when we have an independent clause and a dependent clause. So the dependent clause is depending on the rest of the sentence, right? So we have an independent clause and a subordinate clause or dependent clause, which is our www.asia.wub. So that's when, while, where, as, since, if, although, whereas, unless, because, subordinating conjunctions, or our who, which clauses, right? So this week, our compound complex structure is essentially a compound sentence and a complex sentence, and we're bringing them together, okay? So let's work on this together. Here's an example. Tell me the structure and the pattern of this sentence. Leah barked and she howled. So what is our structure? This is good, a compound sentence. So our independent clause, Leah barked and she howled. So Leah barked, that could stand on its own, right? She howled, that could stand on its own, and it's joined together by our coordinating conjunction or a fanboy and. All right, let's look at this next sentence. Leah, who jumped, barked. So what's our independent clause there?
Leah barked.
There you go. Leah barked. Right? That could stand on its own, right? That's an independent clause that could stand on its own. Who jumped, what is that? That's our subordinate clause or our dependent clause, right? The who, which clause. And this is something I have not done, and I realized, and I think this will really help. So we underline our independent clause and our dependent clause. We'll put two lines under it, right? So that's our dependent clause. Leah, who jumped, barked, right? So let's look at our last sentence here. So here we have compound, complex, Leah, who jumped, barked, and she howled. So our independent clause would be Leah barked and she howled. So this, Leah barked, that's an independent clause, right? She howled is also an independent clause, and that's joined together by our coordinating conjunction and. Now, who jumped, could that stand on its own? Could you say who jumped? No, that's dependent, right? That's dependent on the rest of the sentence. So who jumped is our subordinate clause. So here we have a compound complex sentence. In just a minute, I'm going to show you how to diagram that sentence. So that'll be on the next video. All right?